Okay, my name is James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. I just deleted 2 videos because I decided not to air them because of an apology that I made to a superstar. And it would also have made me a hypocrite. So to not be a hypocrite, I deleted them. So now I'm going to go on with the topic that I was making that I deleted. So here we go. The topic is people who always telling somebody to move on. Alright? And how awful that is of them. You know, because it's if you're on the outside looking in, you know, it's always easier for you to tell someone to move on when you haven't been through some serious shit. And I'm not here to pass judgment. I'm here to tell the truth. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. And the thing with that is that you're either gonna like it or you're not, and that's cool either way because you're entitled to your opinion. But this happens more often than not, so I'm gonna say it because there are more people quickly to tell someone who's been through some shit to move on, put it behind you, go forward. Well, let me tell you something. Moving on by force is a whole lot worse than moving on by course. Alright, and I say that because I'm a person who had to move on by force and not by course in a previous relationship. And it was a bad breakup for me because I never wanted it to end. I'm not going to lie about it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to lie to her if I ever see her again. I didn't want to move on. She made me happy, and I wanted to be with her for the rest of my life. And unfortunately, she didn't see it that way. In whatever course of action she took, she decided that I wasn't going to be on that ship. In fact, she sank my battleship really badly because she wasn't even honest enough to tell me, you don't give somebody 2 years of your life, and then when they get ready to marry you, you pretty much like, all right, well, fuck you. I never fucking loved you or whatever. I didn't get that. I just got, you can't come see me anymore. Relationship's overrated, which is really fucked up. And I forgive her because deep down, I do still love her. I'm gonna love her until the day I die. I'm just gonna not be with her because sometimes, in actuality, love is not enough. For some people, love is just not enough. Or some people just don't love themselves enough to be loved. Alright, so to the person I'm currently speaking to, you're going to have to accept me for that and understand that that's just the way it is. And we'll have to talk face to face instead of over the internet like we've been doing. Because no one knows how long an internet relationship actually lasts. And I'm not trying to ditch the chick that I'm talking with over the internet. I'm just telling the truth. And a lot of people don't like the truth. People claim they want to hear the truth, but then when they hear it, they're like, well, you still this, and this. I'm like, yeah, but I'm honest about this shit. Alright, moving on. This video is about moving on. And the thing with people who are always telling you to move on, or can't move on, or won't move on, or however the hell it works, it disturbs me greatly because of the simple fact that if you haven't been through anything in life, like if you haven't had one major league uptight bad fucking experience, then you can't tell someone to move on. You can't. But most people, they do. Without question, without remorse, they don't give a damn. They just, they do whatever the hell they want. And they expect you to do the same. And these are people who have probably never had a fucking bad day. Like never. And these are the first people that come to you, oh, you need to move on, you need to move on, you need to move on. If you're not in that person's situation, you have no fucking idea, or let me be more exact, right? You have no right to tell someone they need to move on, they need to forget, because you're not in their shoes. And a lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people also don't give a damn. A lot of people just hurt people because they were hurt by someone else, so they just want to hurt someone to make that person feel the way they feel. And instead of getting even with the person that hurt them, they reach out to innocent people and hurt them and try to destroy their lives the way their life was destroyed. That doesn't make it right. That makes you twice as bad as the asshole that destroyed your life. And so I've been through enough shit to know that, alright, I've had bad experiences with black people. I've had bad experiences with white people. I have bad experiences with Native American people. But I can't hold every single one of those people at fault for what one person did to me. Alright? If I got mad at every white person who's ever called me chief, I would really have some problems because I have white people in my family, you know, and, you know, blood don't make you family. Blood make you family, but it don't make you a family. Just take it for what it is. I have white people in my family that will fucking die for me. Y'all know who you are. Jen, her clan, her mother, her sister's husband, you know, wife, husband, whatever. Y'all know who you are. My daddy raised them. My daddy was the only daddy that Jen's mom knows. You know, so she's my sister. We're fighting often, but she's still my sister. Now, you know, she'd die for me, I'd die for her. It's no fucking, nothing's changed. You know, we haven't talked in almost a year, but nothing's changed. And I've been going through some shit. But, you know, family ain't always defined by blood. No, it's not. But, you know, a lot of people will jump to you when they want you to move on with something instead of trying to understand what the hell you're going through or supporting you because they don't give a fuck. They might get tired of hearing you mope. And so, in my situation, I mope by myself. I don't give anybody my pain or my sorrow. And the same thing with the job. When I was going through the major breakup, oh, I talked about it on the job all the fucking time. And I know my coworkers got tired of hearing that shit. So I stopped. I still dwell on it. I'm not gonna lie about it because I was happy. And I'm a person who's never been happy before a day in my fucking life. I've had good moments. And I've been happy with my father in the summertime. But like pure, genuine happiness is perspective. And I had never been more happier in my life than when I was with her. You know. And she got me through some rough times because I was down suicide lane before I met her. You know, because I had had such a hard life, you know. I think losing her and going to the army might have been the best thing that ever happened to me. Not the losing her part, but going to the army gave me purpose. You know, not being able to stay in the army, that drove me back down suicide lane because I've never really failed at anything in life except for that and the army. And I didn't really fail the army. I just can't shoot with shit. I got an honorable discharge. I am legally a veteran. And it sucks that, you know, I didn't get to serve the way I wanted to serve. So, you know, that being said, because I'm getting harassed a lot in class by some vets now, and, you know, if they're watching, shame on you. And if you're not watching, hey, bullying does not make you a man, alright? And bullying someone who you have authority over because you rock a badge and a gun doesn't make you better. It only makes you a piece of shit. So, you know, like I said, this video is about people always telling people to move on. If these people who always tell you to move on, look back at their life and ask them, what the hell have you gone through that makes it so easy for you to just cut off your feelings and move on? Because feelings is something that you can't turn off. It's not a light switch. You can't just click and I don't feel anything anymore. And if you can, then you're a bad motherfucker, you know. Now, people often refer to me as a bad motherfucker, but that's only in fighting. I'm still somewhat of a human being. I'm going to ascend, and I'm not going to be tied down by emotions anymore because emotions have destroyed me for the better part of my life. I've let my emotions get me into a lot of fucking shit. So I'm going to be doing my best to cut that shit the fuck off. You know, it's probably not really good for an actor to cut off his emotions because then you really can't play characters very well. But, you know, I want you guys to think about that shit. It's easier for people to tell you to move on because they haven't been through shit than it is for the people who have been through shit or still going through shit and adapting on the fly as we go. And again, as I close out, moving on by choice is a hell of a lot better than moving on by force. Or, like I like to say, moving on by course is a lot easier than moving on by force. I've had to move on by force. I wouldn't wish this pain on anyone because it's a pain that you can't get rid of. You can't resolve it without the person that caused it so that you can have a sit-down face-to-face talk. Being that that person has made it completely illegal for me to have any contact, as you can see, it's going to sit with me until the day I die. And not because I want it to, it's because I'm an unfinished business type of motherfucker. I don't believe in leaving anything unfinished. It's the same thing with people that I have fought since I was 6 years old. I have apologized to some, and the ones that I haven't apologized to, you probably don't deserve an apology because you've done something to me first, kind of like all my high school bullies. At 44 years old, I haven't forgotten any of you. I'm not going to put your names out here on blast, but I will honestly say that if I meet you in the street, it's only two things that you can say. I'm sorry, or let's go. Now, I know that you guys want to know what that means, so I'm going to be honest with you. If you say I'm sorry, it doesn't mean shit to me anymore. Because, in all honesty, and I've said this since I was in fucking grade school, if you were truly sorry, you would never have done what you've done to be sorry for in the first place. You know, accidents happen. I can deal with that. I'm sorry. There's only one thing that I'm truly, really sorry for from grade school was punching a girl in the mouth for calling me a nigger. That was complete reflex action. I can honestly say, hypocritically speaking, that I didn't mean to do it, but it just happened so fast that I couldn't control my hands. And as a martial artist, I will live with that shame for the rest of my life. And wherever that girl is, who's also named Jennifer, I'm sorry. You don't have to accept it, but at the same time, you really shouldn't have called me a nigger, you know. And then, everybody else that I fought because I was made to fight since I was 6 years old, and learning martial arts only made me more dangerous. I've apologized to the ones that I could. The ones that I couldn't, well, I'm sorry. If you take it, you take it. If you don't, you don't. Now, as for high school bullies, I'm explaining this to you. I wasn't scared of you. I was scared of my mom. And my mom told me that I need to graduate high school. I might not have to graduate anything else, but I need to graduate high school. And I did that. But I went through a lot of hell from a lot of people in high school for being short, not getting any pussy, mostly being short and being mixed. If they could find something to pick on me for some reason or another, they did. Most of it was being short and not having sex with girls and mostly being mixed. And that was the thing, motherfuckers picked on me religiously. Teachers watched and let it happen. And so, like I said, you can come say you're sorry all you want. It doesn't mean shit to me. Now, if you come and say, let's go, oh, I'm gladly willing to throw you the ass whooping that you deserve. And maybe, just maybe, you may have learned from this. You may have grown up. And maybe your kid is going through some shit that you put me through. And I'm sorry, but karma's a small circle. And the sins of the father are paid for by that of the child. Now, I would say that of the son because that's what the Bible says. But let's face it, some men don't have sons. Some men only have daughters. And if their daughters are getting picked on, maybe it's because they were bullying kids back when they were in high school. And now their kids are born nice and delicate and soft and are catching the karmatic fucking hell that you caused. So in that, it is hard for people to move on who have been through some major shit. People who haven't been through anything are always the first ones to tell you, you need to move on. I'm James Williams Jr., and I'm telling you, it's better to move on by course than by force. Be seeing.